Hello, grade 10 students, and welcome to our lesson. Our lesson today is about calculating calories. Let's start first by our starter activity. Study the following figure, then answer the questions below. What will happen if you consume more calories than what the body needs? Weight gain. What happens if you consume less calories than the body's needs? Weight loss. How many calories should you consume to maintain your current body weight? The number of calories consumed from food should be equal to the number of calories your body burns. Let's now look at our objectives for today. By the end of the lesson, you as students should be able to calculate the number of calories consumed from food, calculate the calories used by the body. Our key term for today is calories. Use the following mind map to answer the questions. When we eat a meal, this meal contains different nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and so on. So, how can we calculate the energy content in this meal? The number of calories from food is equal to the number of grams of carbohydrates multiplied by energy from carbohydrates, which is always equal to 4 kilocalories per gram, plus number of grams of proteins multiplied by energy from proteins, which is also equal to 4 kilocalories per gram, plus number of grams of fats multiplied by energy from fats, which is equal to 9 kilocalories per gram. So let's now answer the questions. Write the formula used to calculate the number of calories consumed from food. By looking at the following mind map, we can conclude that in order to calculate the number of calories consumed, the formula will be as follows. The number of calories equals to 4 times number of grams of carbohydrates plus 4 times number of grams of proteins plus 9 times number of grams of fats. Let's practice together now. How many calories are in a food that contains 200 grams of carbohydrates, 60 grams of proteins, and 50 grams of fats? In order to calculate the number of calories, we will use the above formula. So the number of calories equal to 4 times 200 plus 4 times 60 plus 9 times 50, which is equal to 1490 kilocalories. Use the following table that shows the percentages of the total daily calories to answer the questions. 1. What is the recommended daily percentage of carbohydrates? According to the table, it's recommended that carbohydrates make 50 to 60% of your total daily calories. Give an example of lipids that we should focus on eating in our healthy diet. Vegetable oils. Hassan is a healthy adult who needs 2,900 kilocalories every day. According to the daily energy recommendation, what percentage of this caloric intake should be carbohydrates and how many grams of carbohydrates does he need? Since he is consuming 2,900 kilocalories every day, and the average percentage of carbohydrates should be about 55% as an average, so we will multiply 2,900 by 55 and the answer will be 1,595 kilocalories. We all know that each 1 gram of carbohydrate gives 4 kilocalories, so the number of grams of carbohydrates will be equal to 1,595 divided by 4, which is equal to 398.7 grams. Compare between calories required for different activities in terms of definition and formula used to calculate it. Before we start comparing, We should know that the number of calories used by the body in 24 hours is called the total daily energy expenditure. So our body consumes energy in three main categories, which are the basal metabolic rate, the physical activity, and the thermic effect of food. Now, let's compare between these three categories. We will start by the calories required for basal metabolic rate. The basal metabolic rate is the energy required by the body to perform metabolism when at rest in a 24 hours period. So when you are at rest, not doing any activity, your body is using a number of calories in order to keep functioning and stay alive, such as breathing, keeping your heartbeat. This energy is called the basal metabolic rate. The formula used to calculate the basal metabolic rate is the body mass times 1 for male and 0.9 for female times 24. The second category is the calories required for physical activity, which is the energy required to perform certain physical activity. So to calculate the calories required for physical activity, we will multiply the BMR by the activity level using the following table. For the sedentary person, for example, we will multiply his BMR by 20%. The third category is the thermic effect of food, or TEF, which is the energy used to digest, absorb, transport, and store food. The formula used to calculate the TEF is BMR plus physical activity times 10%. How can we calculate how many calories a person burns per day, or the total daily energy expenditure, TDEE? So as we said, the total energy expenditure is the sum of basal metabolic rate plus the physical activity plus the thermic effect of food. Important notes: if the number of calories consumed is equal to the number of calories expended, then the body maintains its current weight. Whereas, if the number of calories consumed is more than or greater than the number of calories expended or used, then the body will gain weight. While if the number of calories consumed is less than the number of calories expended, then the body will lose weight. Let's solve a question now. Ahmad is a moderately active 20 years old man who weighs 70 kilograms and consumes an average of 2,500 kilocalories per day. Calculate his total daily energy expenditure, and if he continues to eat these quantities, will he keep his current mass? Let's start by calculating his total daily energy expenditure by using the previous formula, which is BMR plus physical activity plus thermic effect of food. We will start first by the BMR. As we studied also, there is a formula to calculate the BMR, which is the body mass times 1, since he is a man, times 24. The answer is 1,680 kilocalories. Now, the physical activity, also since he is moderately active, we will multiply the BMR by 40%, so the answer is 672 kilocalories. Finally, the thermic effect of food is equal to the BMR plus physical activity times 10%, which is 672 plus 1,680 times 10%. The answer is 235 kilocalories. Finally, to get the total daily energy expenditure, we will add all these together, so the answer will be 2,587 kilocalories. The other part of the question was asking, if he continues to eat these quantities, will he keep his current mass or weight? Since Ahmad is consuming 2,500 kilocalories, which is approximately equals to the total daily energy expenditure, so he will maintain his current weight. As a summary, We said that calories may be either calories consumed from food or calories used by the body. If the calories consumed from food is equal to the calories used by the body, then the body maintains its current weight. The calories consumed from food can be calculated by the following formula, which is 4 times number of grams of proteins plus 4 times number of grams of carbohydrates plus 9 times number of grams of fats. The calories used by the body is the sum of basal metabolic rate and calories required for physical activity and thermic effect of food. The calories required for physical activity equals to BMR multiplied by physical level. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and listening.